So me just being me isn't special.
Yeah, you being you, you're special because you're an individual. Everyone is made individually like themselves.
But it's still impacting the will.
Yeah, but it was like always supposed to.
It was. Then why would you need the spell? You always have taken into is this just character? We get these are actually what I believe.
I said it was a king. I mean, obviously you can call it a character if you want. I mean, there are.
So with that said, podcasts a lot of the times are not interesting when it's female run, just being honest with you. I can't even think. The only female-led podcast I can think of that's even charted is Call Her Daddy. What do? They just talk about sex the whole. Well, it seems like you're taking it pretty seriously. You're trying to take some shots, but it's fine.
It's the water.
What?
It's water.
They're drinking water.
I just don't think, like many other things, I don't think we can criminalize our way out of it. So that's why I said abortion rights, not because I sort of love abortion. I think it's a tragedy.
Sure.
What was hard to follow?
Well, your justification is, well, men do bad things, so I can also do bad things to perhaps even innocent men. Low, super combative.
Got you in my sights.
I thought we had moved on. Seemed fine to me.
She had. Okay, whatever. All right, moving on.
I was not saying that I had no emotion. I was saying if I had less emotional intelligence and tools to process those emotions, I could understand with this.
Complain a lot. They're always at the HR department because they got too flirty with a guy at work. They're just a pain in the fucking ass to deal with. They're just a pain in the ass, and if I have an all-male workforce, I have to deal with.
By the way.
Look,
I mean, he probably is. He divorced you, right?
No, I divorced him.
Oh well, that actually makes more sense.
So look, if you want Andrew to respect
You do, guess what?
Girls
You're
get mad at
doing
me.
it. I feel like I'm special. Guess what? I'm special.
Nick. Bruh. And y'all call me an asshole when I say a woman's book.
I feel like if I was her and I walked out and then you started being like, well, you know what, she was, and I was like,
or she could have just not stormed out like a child.
see, like that,
She
like,
could've-
would you say that she was right here?
Besides the fact that you guys should only have 50% of the vote, I also think that you guys are not that funny. If you look at all the top comedians, they're all not.
Do you think you're funny? Because I don't think so.
And they were funny. Oh, shit! Men put women in one of two buckets when they meet them. Sneaky link, as you literally just complained about a second ago. Stop. I'm making a point. Stop interrupting.
Yeah, this is meant.
Yeah.
Okay,
So,
and you need us. The same way we need you, you need
We
us.
need each other.
Okay.
But you need us first, though, nigga.
okay.
No, but without us, you can't have your kids, so you can have all your no.
Trauma responding. So I did hurt people's feelings, and I said things that were,
Oh, that
you
seems.
could say, you could say abusive. But I really I have very complex traumas.
And women have with women, if you get what I mean.
Totally agree.
Like men.
So
and
hang on.
women-
So that would be a justification for stigma, though.
Yeah, I don't disagree, but also in a workplace where it's men.
And your girl, if she was in that
Not your girl
situation.
defend you. You defend your woman.
I feel
If a
like
guy
just
snapped
if a man
her ass.
came at you,
in
would
most
you defend?
relationships, even friend relationships, like,
Storm off the set.
are you like trying to make me horny right now?
No, but
She likes
bet
to
it's
be
working.
irritated.
Right.
Be careful. She's been soaking through
The seat is getting kind of
Yikes.
slippery.
Okay.
Any problem with people who don't want that? Again, I like people to live the way they want. I'm kind of a libertarian in that way. And then when I said about abortion rights, I think abortion is a tragedy. I'd like to see zero of it, but I just...
In goddamn love. I mean, like, abundant. An abundance spell. Like,
I'm not dating them.
So
They don't get
the
anything.
the 10 men on your roster, they're providing and protecting for you, aren't
Oh,
they?
no. They're not. That's why they're not my boyfriends. That's why they're
So
not my boyfriends. They're on the roster.
If any of the guys, hold on. So
Do you think that in all female private schools versus all male private schools, there's more complaints from the students who are men or more complaints from students who are girls?
and then I was like, I don't need the attitude. Like she wanted to be combative about me trying to like have control over the show, and it's like I don't need the attitude. I just told you.
You know about Findom, the Fin subs. This is their thing.
Oh, you're doing like the Findom thing. Huh?
Not formally, but it happens anyway, I guess.
Okay.
And it's super weird. They'll send you the Vegas. It's a lot. It's a healthy 60.
I mean, but you want them to provide for you?
Hold on. Let's let her-
You rely on men for money, but you hate them. I don't rely on men for money. I'm a bartender.
That's literally your actual profession.
I'm.
dealt with cynics before.
If he had said no, if you do the OnlyFans, I'm not getting back with you.
I believe that you partook in that same essentially tactic of getting from what you wanted.
Yeah, so I'm going to just like
Luxury market is really tricky. We've managed to 10 times our revenues whilst using the Google product.
Is you have a rather traditional stance on who should pay, yet you are quite non-traditional.
Okay, and my problem is that you expect girls to go halves on the first date and you're not.
But all of you know this. You could have a partner where you had great sex and you got nothing in common. That's not a relationship. That's a orgasm and a one-night stand.
Like give each other like claps and all this other stuff for like very minor accomplishments.
And there's a hidden language for TikTok that they all speak as well.
I know. We're just gonna
listen. You bring to the table. I think I would have pretty good answers for what I think I bring to the table. You don't have any?
No, not for you.
What does that mean? Not for me. Does that
sexually assault?
So when I say I have a boundary
When you
with you,
come over to me and lift up your whole dress and try to move your ass into
how
my
does it
face,
feel?
that's sexual assault.
so when you try to impose
That
your
is not sexual
hierarchical
assault.
ideologies
Light a candle so that I get up and am motivated to go to the gym the next day. Right? Fine, I guess, but I don't even know why that would require a spell exactly. The idea of spelling is
Everyone has
Typical response.
what makes them special. I feel like I'm special because I'm me. It's your standard. It's how you hold yourself. I hold myself to a high.
Same as everybody else on the screen. Let me try to work on my makeup and work on my confidence as I'm doing this makeup. I'm that bitch. I'm this person. You know, you have to have that mentality that you're
really brand new tech. That's the same thing as when people say that you can do a brain scan to determine a gender. You really can't, because you have human
Correct.
variances in
the
sexuality.
gender is determined more by the hormonal makeup in our
brain
body.
matter cannot-
He's asking me out. I assume he's interested. I'm more concerned with whether I want him or not.
By the way, Andrew, I sent you a text if you could check it really quick.
Okay.
Really gold digger.
I didn't say that.
Wait, I just don't get it. Why do you say
I
like,
said that, hold
oh,
on, just a point of clarification. I said that your problem is that you expect men to pay, yet you do sex work. What I'm trying to get at is
Categorize what is a psychological condition.
You can get a brain scan and your gray matter would show up differently than somebody without psychopathy.
That, first of all, when you're talking about brain scans, that's really brand new tech. That's the same thing as when people say,
was giving her powers from the beginning.
Black Widow.
And so was Superman.
She was.
Yeah, that's why he's not as popular as Batman.
How was Batman? Like, I don't even know about Batman. What is Batman? How did Batman?
so then there's the difference
I don't get what about you. You're a piece of. You're only here because your sex life sucks.
I actually
Do you want to go there?
Yeah, go there. You're only here because you have children.
Okay.
In the world, and you'll have grace for that woman as well. As the woman can have grace as a man.
But the same as she wants money as a standard. We want
I mean, it's not terrible. 38 and 35. I guarantee you that I ain't going 38, 35.
Well, most girls don't have hobbies.
The beach,
Well,
man.
I'm going to
What
give
is
you
it?
all the way a million with y'all.
Beach, mall.
Yeah.
Shopping.
Ask a girl, what are your hobbies? And she'll start listing out activities. Hang out with my friends and shit. It's like,
trying to go, don't do that. Don't do that.
Okay, so you're trying to be my daddy?
No, I'm not trying to be your daddy. I would do that for a total stranger.
Really?
Yeah.
I've gotten a comment before.
Do you do spells?
I can neither confirm nor deny, and that's just being real. I don't like.
I could show you a picture.
Show me a
I'm not going to
picture.
show you a picture now.
Right now.
I'm not showing you a picture now.
You're
but-
interrogating us, and we interrogate you.
Yeah, but I'm not going to go pull up her fucking Instagram right now.
For another female, what does that mean to you? Like, what? Describe an open relationship. So, your standpoint, what is an open relationship on your side?
Bruh.
What can you do on an open relationship with your girlfriend?
What is zero?
Comparison
So that
is the
means
thief
you're
of
the
joy.
ugliest one amongst the ugliest people in the world. Is that what you're saying?
Like, if people considering
$500,000 to $1 million a year, but you want them to be loyal to you only?
Never settle, ladies. I love that.
Yeah.
Keep
Well,
those
like, realistically speaking, do you think a guy that makes that kind of money? Do you think a guy that makes that kind of
Paradox. Haven't watched him in fucking forever. Where's he at? I think we got to put in Paradox in W3. W3. There he is. What else we got? Jesus Christ!
Because you, like, on your dying bed, you want to see all that you created, the family that you created. You want to see your kids and your grandkids, them all surrounding you when on your last moments. That's what, just like,
you adore?
No.
You never ask any of those questions?
I have not.
So then, essentially, you're just giving them sex, and then in exchange, you're giving you money, and that's it?
Hopefully not.
Paying attention to, so like you have the authority here.
Yeah, but
to,
then I just stopped until they like put their head up, and then I.
Yeah, no.
continued.
Feel free, Madison. Like you have the authority to be like, yo, shut the fuck up, pay attention.
I never said I was trying to change
So when
the
you're
will of
praying to
someone
God,
else.
the assumption is God is omnipotent.
Mhm.
So when you're praying, you're only asking to execute the will of God, never the will of you, never the will of any.
About women, and this is important. Often people say modern women. Well, modern women just describes the females of our age. You know, the females in this generation. We really shouldn't say modern women. We really should say.
Hello, love. And I have to land this plane because the pilot like had a heart attack and he died. And you're walking me through it. What's the first thing I do?
First thing you're gonna.
You're not a man. You're a hopeless, pathetic gooner under the spell of.
I just need the time and I think more support.
I mean, 33, so figure it out.
Oh, damn! And I do have a book on Amazon and my movie.
Provided where somebody was sexually gratified by harming animals, if they just defended it while it's marketing, that still is not a defense to the.
Economy, two girls doing this, two guys doing this, that doesn't create population. It doesn't. This is like for straight people. No offense to gays.
Should I not be on here then?
You're
I think it's like you can still create myself. I have some men that I talk to here and there, but I don't really place much importance upon them unless they prove to me that they are
So
important.
if you met a guy that was the one.
Yeah, it's like, it seems like it works out really well for the pick-me's because not only are they the ones who get picked because they're pick-me's, but then the women who
We weren't going to talk about
I
that.
thought, Bo, hang on, you can dish it out, but you can't take it.
I gave you explicit boundaries that you were
And
not
I just
supposed
broke
to
your
have.
boundaries because I don't give a shit. Because I don't give a fuck.
You didn't give me boundaries.
And
Okay,
I'm saying that.
how do you lift it up? You lift it up by saying you don't get what you want the most until you commit.
But the thing is hold on.
So you are then
Because-
leading. You need to lead men.
High standard problems.
Well, are you surrounded by men of God?
What do you mean by that?
Well, she's talking about a man of God.
So she wants a guy that's religious and makes that kind of money?
She just said that.
He's gonna want a virgin in exchange.
If you're manifesting, then I just don't see how you would manifest X thing. External, dominating external will. I don't understand how that can be.
Well, we can agree to disagree.
Women of color. So Nick, you're gonna pull up, just it's in the wage gap folder, the Asian women.
It was funny, and it was. So
Yeah, I mean, I could see that being funny to tell somebody to get the fuck out of your picture shot. Fine, sure. I'm just. But what we're asking here.
Hold on, I'm just. We're having a conversation.
You're getting heavy right now.
No, we're just having a relax, okay?
Nick loves me, by the way.
I don't think he loves you. Okay.
Do you think it's his only nuke on this live stream? Yeah, it is. I was told so many times, Ears is legit. He's legit. He doesn't hide his screen. Yeah. I mean, but does
To be special.
Okay.
All right. You can do it.
Okay. Well, I think that was a very interesting thing.
Very telling.
Thank you, ladies, for that part.
Holy.
Buff Alien goes, Victoria can get this Buff Alien dick.
Although mine could be life or death, yours is not a life or death. Are those different?
Or right, it could be the life and death of your business. And yeah, that could
Should be 50% of a man's. This is why. No offense, ladies. Like, y'all are crazy. I feel like, so therefore I am. What?
You sound like a motivational speaker.
He is. What?
You are a very condescending person.
Try to juxtapose yourself. Put yourself in my shoes for a second, okay? Let us assume for a second that I had some knowledge. So
I like hearing drama.
Girls like to be catty. They like the
you're
drama.
making every point for me right now.
Well,
I
yeah,
totally
we're not-
agree. So
we're not
wait,
disagreeing
so
with
men enjoy being violent with each other. Totally agree.
Yeah, that is how I like to live. But like sport type of women have told me that I don't qualify as one. So I'm not sure.
I like your flash.
Do you ever?
Do you ever get that you look like Paris Hilton?
Yeah, I get that a lot. I don't try to. I don't.
Yeah, I
try
know,
to
but
look like
literally,
her.
my first thing when I saw you was like, oh my god,
Respect the boundaries. You can't be slinging.
But
these
here's the
attacks
thing,
at him.
Brian. He didn't give me boundaries. He didn't give me.
What's
I
his
gave him
comment?
boundaries. He did
Has
not
he-
say you can't do this. You
You
can't do
said
that.
you're responsible.
I am ready to unleash coalescence.
I'm gonna tell a joke.
I can do like little sound effects.
Oh shit.
See,
I do have space. There's. I don't know if anyone wants
I knew
to.
that was gonna happen.
It's on this side of the table tonight.
I'm still not convinced that it's a character, though. I mean, I just think this is just Nick, we have something on that too. So two things, Nick. The pay scale website on the wage gap. And then there's also, so you just do Google pay scale, wage gap.
I don't, it's not God's timing, and I don't just, there's been men
But you
who
said
have
you've been in situationships.
Yeah.
Did you end it or did they?
I did.
You ended it. Okay.
Well, let's ask.
Wait, this is the intro?
Yeah, it's still intro, bro.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah, they just wanted to interrupt every 2 seconds, so.
Looking to take the next step in your career, then you have to
Then marry her. See, I'm not one of those guys. I find it to be utterly disgusting. That's why I call it out. Now, with regards to speaking on people who display a lack of intelligence, even though it's impolite and
we can move it on from there.
We got more tweets. I love hurting men. Or, sorry, you should say it in your own words.
I love hurting men. Heart.
Yeah. I mean, we womanize. This is what we do.
Yeah,
So, like, I don't know why you're like, you
entertainment.
message girls after the show, Ed.
Okay.
Yeah, I hope y'all don't take me seriously. I really hope
No,
y'all don't.
we're having fun.
Because I
No,
don't
we
take
don't.
y'all seriously. This is all just for fun and entertainment.
Like you're even rational or coherent.
I'm,
Let alone
I'm
following
not
rules.
rational to mainstream society. I'm
Okay,
not.
so
I'm a
listen.
divergent.
Okay, so-
Obviously.
You can be divergent and be rational.
No. Sure.
But would you say that Andrew coached her, coached her, you know?
Into victimhood.
That, like, he's controlling, like, puppet strings? Like,
Do I need?
And saying to you that I'm not going to keep your fragile ideology intact or not destroy the fragile ideology if it's bad, because that in some way is going to be emotionally painful.
Or is it also like about
Physical.
what's inside?
Just physical.
it's like just looks.
Because like if it's physical, then like I think that the point that you're saying is like kind of false, just because like.
Men fear me because I'm hotter, funnier, smarter, and more interesting than them and their wives. TV, LOL.
Family involved.
Yeah.
Looks like Paris
Dude, we
Hilton.
were at dinner the other day, and some guy literally goes, "You look like Paris Hilton."
I like thought you were her.
Chat, she is not exactly representing.
Andrew, to respect the boundaries, you slinging.
But here's the thing, Brian. He didn't give me boundaries. He didn't give me. I gave him boundaries. He did not say.
And yourself.
Sure. Okay, so there's a couple things there. You think that we should be less preoccupied with our physical appearance?
Yeah. Yeah, so
Okay.
why not give yourself a 10?
Oh, thank you, Hal Horvath.
No?
I didn't say no. That was her.
You didn't even listen to the question. You're not even listening.
Exchange.
Hey, you gotta be monogamous.
Niggas gonna give you a high interest loans, if you know what I'm saying. Okay.
All right, Myron, chill.
You should wait to provide until men should wait to provide until you've proved yourselves to us. You don't get the benefit of my provisioning until I know you are able.
It was because of other reason, but like
You're about to break up with me. And then you say,
You win. You want me to tell you you win?
I mean, yeah.
Is that?
Yeah, you
is
know
that?
what? Yeah, say
Is that
Andrew,
all I'm trying
you.
Blow the holiday fund on an upgrade. Or, by the way...
There's like no stopping the water.
I'm sorry. I'm really blunt. I'm really sorry.
I was afraid I was gonna cry on here too.
She was hurting from a little bit before, but I think she does.
Folks, and she said that he's not good enough looking not to pay, basically.
I saw it pop up there for a second, so.
Because you're a female, man. Jump on it. God damn. Yeah. We're on a super yacht. Because we're cool. No. girls to think, oh, he's giving me attention. It's the same. It's not the same.
I have a
So
question.
you're saying you're judging her just because she has tattoos?
Yes.
I'm not saying I'm judging them. I'm simply telling you that what you put out is how people are going to look at you.
But once you get to know
that's
her,
the world we are.
else than dancing. So, if they're insecure about themselves, that doesn't have to do nothing with me. So that's.
But
two
wouldn't it be
different
fair to
things.
say that most dancers that earn a lot of money also have sex with people on?
When the stream ends, yeah. When it,
Yeah, let's take pictures of the doll.
yeah, wait till the stream ends and then you guys are good.
How you play a video game, it'd be like press X, then Y, then X, then Y, then this, then that, right? I'm just wondering if you could just walk me through step by step, whatever scenario you come up with. You can come up
from one guy. What's the most collectively?
I don't know.
Like 7 figures? You think? Any 8 figures or no?
No.
7 figures though.
Yeah, probably not 8, but 7. Yes.
Mid or besides sexy white bodies?
Yeah. Well, you guys weren't that interested in hearing about my.
I was interested. I'm pelagic now.
In page 71 of your book, you say basically all the greats, including myself and Jesus, with whom you categorize yourself, with whom I have quite a spicy relationship with.
You got 3 each, bro.
One.
Sober.
Wait, each of you had 3?
Like,
I had one.
like only 3 to the max, which is bullshit. But they only give us 3 each.
Y'all still acting like this?
I had one. A little for.
Hey, yeah, but there's still that. Oh, they look good, so I'm gonna give them this number. So if a guy, like you said, he could not be attracted to.
Pretext or justification of a behavior. It's a kink. It gives me sexual pleasure. There are certain things that can just be deemed objectively wrong.
I still have standards to my own beliefs. You know,
I would just think
Bro,
he's a hard ass
that's not-
marker.
that's not your
I'm a
determination
hustler,
to
bro.
make.
I'm a hustler.
You're not gay.
I'm
You're
a
not a guy.
hustler.
That's not mutual friends, but like, obviously there's mutual friends. Like, there's got to be some kind of mutual benefit. So what was the benefit for them to bring you in?
Yeah, it's high net worth and finding someone to buy the equity.
Please give her your attention.
Yeah.
And then so.
And it's other men
Yes.
that are making other men feel like they can't that they can't.
It's other
speak up.
men?
Are-
Yes,
Is that what you
it
said?
is.
Are
It's
they?
toxic
A
masculinity.
midget? Stop the face. Would you get with a midget?
I care about
I
it.
ain't dating no midget. Or
I don't know.
Obviously, height is not a problem here.
You're at the last time, please.
So,
Anyway,
So is that the character you're playing, or is that you?
I mean, I don't really think I play a character. I am me, and I'm.
Then that's you.
Sure.
Okay.
Pull that same one up again real quick.
Sense, but it makes sense in my head. Like,
No, I see what you're saying.
it
You're
was
saying
Will that she was gonna do the spell to then impact the will. Does that
so it's still
track?
impacting.
female podcasts and male podcasts, and why female podcasts typically don't do as well. And then I was talking about, and I went a little bit further, saying, well, it's because women don't typically have the hero's journey that men do.
Okay.
I personally think that everyone should have the confidence in themselves as a 10, yes, because if we were confident in
Of like Rocky, right? Training for the movie, right? In the movie where he's, waking up early in the morning, going on runs, training 2 to 3 times a day, sacrificing, training to get into a
Intimate.
How intimate?
Very.
Okay.
So intimate, I would say that it's no longer me running my life. It's
Even be relevant.
I'm just collecting data.
Do you think we keep track on like the clip from this specific person? It's honestly our
I
most,
would think you would.
our
The
most
analytics.
viral moment.
And that's exactly what I was trying to talk about, but I wasn't.
Was it a? Sorry. Go ahead.
So I'd like to explain the concept from my worldview so that you understand.
It riles me up, bro, because it's just a waste of time. And it's just oh my god. New gameplay 1.
Sometimes it's the idea of this universal constant, which then delivers the thing unto you that you want. Sometimes it's called the law of attraction. Sometimes it's called other things. But that's basically what it's doing.
You don't speak German?
Of course, it's
There you go. Say it in German. Can you say something? Yeah, just say it in German.
Okay.
Lords wouldn't even be allowed to thrive and make money if we didn't have weak males. That's the true problem.
Okay.
I'm not one of the guys who's in red pill and they say like women are the problem. I say
Children, you can't take 3-4 years off from work, come back and be like, I can't believe that God
guy who was making the same amount as me 4 years ago is now making more than me. Like, you can't make that.
Definitely exemplifies it.
Go ahead. This is like perfect timing.
Yeah.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
If I took your brain and put it in a man's body,
Everyone is special. Then if everyone is special, then you're not special. The whole term of special is to be different from others. But you guys are all very similar to each other. But it amazes me how girls.
Oh, there's a sound. It's too late. Well, good. All right, there you go, folks. You know, we're talking about aviation here. It's the welcome to the whatever aviation. All right, guys, we got to end the stream. We might, if you guys wait a little bit, we might start up an after show. I don't know. Sorry, guys. That's abhorrent. Like.
Die Männer sich aussuchen, auch wenn sie verheiratet sind.
The foam and the ambulance is out. They're going to give you the runway, which is what Mayday does. If you're further out than that, you have more time to set it up, but it depends where you are, how close you are. They're probably going to extend your downwind.
Nice try, man. That was a nice try. Yeah, I'm not good.
You are hilarious.
What were we again?
Overwatch or Funny Tail?
He's hilarious.
So we're back to
What I was gonna say was, women disqualify men, right, all the time. We at least give you guys a chance, even if you're not our type. We'll still go on a date with you, etc. So, I would.
Catholics with food and all. I mean, they're paying for everything. They support everything.
But they're not. I just said that that's supplemental income. I mean,
Yeah, but you even said a couple minutes ago you wouldn't stop your profession even if a good man came into your.
I think like spells, like I mean, anyone can do a spell without outwardly saying they're doing
What
a
kind
spell.
of like? So what would, if you're casting a spell, what would be a spell?
Learn how to do it then if it's not a skill that you have to learn
I'm not sure
and
that those
apply.
are trade schools. I'm not sure.
Give me the definition of a trade. Aren't you learning how to a skill to perform a trade?
That doesn't expect that. They don't have that emotional connection, so it's a no.
The two scenarios you're describing are totally different.
Okay, if you want that to be, that's your opinion,
It's,
for sure.
No,
We'll
it's
respect
not.
it.
The reverse would.
You know,
If he wasn't a provider, what was he then? Why were you with him?
It was kind of long distance, so he was in.
yeah, absolutely.
We got you.
So the woman says something that is sexual, aggressive, some might say perverse, and says it in public without shame. And then we applaud her.